Today's episode of Heavy Haul TV is about a topic which usually is exciting for women, not so much for men: shopping. It's a good thing that I spent only one day in the States, because I already spent over $1,200 US. So if I stayed any longer, I'd probably would came back without any money. So let me show you what I bought. Okay, first of all, of course, I bought tires, right? But doesn't count, because that's not heavy haul stuff. These are my old tires. But I'm very excited about these new binders, fancy. These are $50 each, half an inch. And then these are my, I bought 4 chains. Just want to show you guys, that's what you want. Well, I have a bunch of these. These are 6-footers, and then I have 10-foot long, and that's all my chains are like this. They have a grab hook on one end, and they have a slip hook over here. And these are all like high quality stuff, they're very handy, because you don't want them to be too long, because they're heavy. So I bought 4 chains, I bought 5 of these, 5 binders, and then that's my tarp, new tarp, 12 by 12. And then over here we have, everybody hates tarping. We all hate tarping, but you need these because they all break, the straps. This is, hold on, I forgot, what size did I buy? Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, 21 inch, that's the standard size. So that's the best way to buy them, is basically like wholesale, at the top place. So it's 50 bungee cords with hooks, 21 inch. That's the best one, because if you go to a regular place like a truck stop, they will charge you about $2 for one. This was, I don't know, 25 bucks for a box. And I've been carrying this thing in since last winter. I only wore it once. That's like a very nice thing, but I bought it last year, so I'm all ready for yeah, that's more chains in there, but yeah, so it's 4 chains. That's the tarp. And right now I'm at Prince's Auto. This is Canada, and I stopped here thinking that, yeah, those are binders. I stopped here thinking that I would buy some, I wanted to buy a couple of shackles, those big shackles. They're very handy. I only have 4, but they didn't have what I wanted, so what I bought today is 8-inch cable ties. Very handy. I use them all the time for my flags. And my safety vest is all torn up, so I bought a new safety vest. And there was something else, one cute thing I bought, because I saw this guy use this little thing. What? Oh, over here. This thing, I saw a pilot car driver use these. And I never knew that you can attach your flags like this. Basically, this, if you have a pole where the flag goes in, if this will fit the hole, then you just snap this around the pipe, and it holds the the flag in place, and I want to try them out because right now I use bungee cords, and of course it takes time, you know, to secure a flag. Like if I can use these, and I only need them in the back on the trailer. So it would, you know, really simplify, because I was amazed how fast this guy, the pilot guy who escorted me with a big mine truck, how fast he was, you know, getting ready. He had the Silverado, GM Silverado pickup truck, and it took him like a couple of minutes, you know, to raise that sign oversized load on top of his truck. And then usually I thought it would take him like 10-15 minutes. Jeez, he says, oh, I'm ready in 2 minutes. He just raises the sign, puts the 2 flags on each side in, snaps them with this little thing, and that's where I saw it. And now I saw them over here. I want to give them a try. So that was my shopping. And so tomorrow, very nasty weather today, very windy. Oh, by the way, speaking about tires, because I drove a lot of miles or a lot of kilometers with these new tires. So from Port Huron, it's 2 hours to Perrysburg, Ohio, where I bought the majority of this stuff for my truck. And then from there, it's pretty much 4 hours to my home base in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. So I drove like 6 hours. And I can say that the ride became better, but the steering became much worse. You know, it was very windy on the way back, because I was driving northeast on Freeway 401. The wind was tailwind blowing in my back, but all the way towards Port Huron, and then from Port Huron to down there to Toledo, it was awful. And like I had to hold the steering wheel with, you know, 2 hands. I think these tires, they screwed up my alignment, and unfortunately I wanted to do it today, but they're closing at 5, like the place where I usually go in Cambridge, and they said no, today we don't do alignment. Even if you make it before 5, we only do mechanical services. So when I come back from the States with this load, I'm definitely gonna do alignment, because I know some mechanics say, oh, you know, tires shouldn't affect your alignment. But if you think about it, a bigger tire, what it does, it changes all the angles, right? Because now my car sits a little bit higher, so all the angles towards the road have changed. And that's why I was it's also my advice to everybody, like if you're thinking about changing the size of your tires, do not change them too much, you know, just change them a little. You see, I only changed from 215 to 225, like the first 3 numbers, and already I feel the difference, you know. So basically you gotta do alignment right away, because you don't want to, even with this little change in tire width, it does affect the steering, how the car performs. But I believe that once the alignment is done, the car will be much better, will feel much better with these tires than with the old tires. Like I like the look. I like the look, you know, because they're a little bit wider, so the car looks more aggressive. It looks better, you know. And this is what you get for $132 in Canada. This is Holiday Inn. Yeah, pretty expensive, but I decided to make myself an early Christmas present. I think that can come in handy for self-defense, since we don't have any guns in Canada. Secret passage, unless you want to have a secret friend. Hey, for this kind of money, you know, they could have put like a 50-inch screen, but nice lamps, you know, lots of pillows, pretty clean, good carpet. Is this climate control? Or is it working one of those older ones that yeah, I was just at a hotel in Michigan, and it has those, even though it's old, but I love those where you can set the temperature, you know, just set the temperature. When it reaches the temperature, it shuts off. Like, this looks real old, but just it's basically, it's like a motel, you know, because it has these, like a big balcony, and those guys are always here. I mean, they're either here or Travelodge. You see those Canadian Pacific Railway? Because it's the weekend, I guess the company always buys them. So they have some of them over here. This is Holiday Inn, and that one is Comfort Inn. And that's my car over there.